Okay guys, this is your week one Titan intro video. So we'll do these once every week to kind of explain any changes to the stimulus here. I just want to set a few expectations for you so you understand the first couple of weeks and what they might feel like, specifically this first week here. So the first 6 weeks are going to emphasize neuromuscular strength development. So we are going to try to lift heavy here on some major lifts here. That means we're training your body to produce more force through heavy compound lifts like the bench, squat, overhead press, deadlift. You're going to notice that many of these lifts are going to be performed using structures like every 3 minutes on the minute or every minute on the minute for 90 seconds. That's going to allow you to lift heavy, but also force you to rest in the remaining time there, okay? That's going to help us to perform across multiple sets, and we're going to see that volume increase as we go through the next couple of weeks here. The goal is not to destroy yourself in week one. Some of us may just kind of be figuring out what those weights are. So the goal in week one is really going to be to establish a baseline that we can build from there and carry in over the next couple of weeks. It is possible you may be sore. That we're going to do some things you haven't done in a little while that we don't normally do in a burn class or consistently in a CrossFit class. So if you do, don't worry about that. The structure is so that we won't really come back to certain body parts right away. So it's important though that you sleep well, hydrate, stay consistent with your training schedule. If you're feeling good, keep yourself in a few of those normal burn classes or CrossFit classes. Don't change too much if you can. You're going to see recommended loads throughout the week. You may see things like recommended 185 or 115. Those numbers are just guidelines. They're not requirements. The most important thing that you do is stay within the intended stimulus for that day. If the workout calls for 4 reps at 1 to 2 reps in reserve, then you should feel at the end of that, I could have done 1 or 2 more, and really that's about it. If you're feeling like I could have done 4 or 5, then we're probably not going heavy enough. Or if you're feeling like that was my max effort, we're probably going too heavy, okay? If it calls for a certain weight, but that doesn't work for you, then let's talk about that and let's find a weight that does and still maintains that stimulus for you, okay? Training with that level of control is going to allow you to progress through the entire workout. And as we approach this first week, be disciplined, be patient, focus on quality reps, good movement, consistency, good, near perfect form is really going to go a long way throughout this program. If you do that, the strength phase is going to really set you up for everything else that comes later in the program. Over the next couple of weeks, good progress is going to look like some of that same weight maybe feeling easier as we add reps onto those, maybe feeling a little bit more confident with our bar control and our mechanics, and being able to prescribe or be able to complete all of the prescribed sets without a real physical breakdown here. Those are all signs that your strength will be improving. Okay. And the last thing is the strength phase is going to lay the foundation for everything that comes later in the program. We've already talked about that. Just stay disciplined with that. Respect the rest periods. That's really important. Focus on quality lifts. The work you put in here is going to pay off as the progress or as the program progresses. So, all right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.